Hi everyone. If you are watching my video for the first time, I request you to watch it completely. Quite interesting story. Have you ever experienced a moment or event that completely changed your perspective on life? In this video, I share an emotional story of how one week showed me what true happiness, acceptance, and connection feel like. My Erasmus experience was one of the most beautiful weeks of my life, but returning to my usual routine brought challenges, sadness, and the struggle to rediscover joy. If you've ever thought about making a positive change in your life or reminisced about a moment that deeply impacted you, this video is for you. I don't like my life after a perfect week in Erasmus. Since I started the second year of high school, I've never really liked my life. I didn't have many friends. I could count them with my hands. My classmates were terrible. My school isn't great, and my life isn't overall that good. I just wake up, go to school, go back home, study, and waste time on games / programming. Due to frustration, I was even starting to get used to it and not even mind it anymore. But last week I did a 1-week Erasmus that completely changed my life. Before that, I was just a really lonely person, probably boring. I stayed home all the time and wouldn't go out even if I had the possibility. I would just stay on my PC and spend every day in the same way, like nothing in my life changes or happens, just the same tasks on loop. But this week completely changed me. I felt like it would have been something really good for me. The girl that hosted me that week was just the best person I've ever seen. She made me feel like home since the first moment I saw her. She was really kind, sweet, and funny. She's such an amazing person, and I'm so thankful to have spent this week with her. Her school was just perfect. The structure was beautiful, really organized school with lots of projects, great teachers. It was just the school I dreamed for all my life. Her class was just perfect. Everybody was so funny and welcoming. It was way easier to make friends in that class than in every other class I've ever seen. That week is the best week of my life. I really loved every single moment I spent here. It made me know what real happiness feel. I didn't think about technology, programming, or games, even for a single moment. It was just pure happiness and love for what I was doing. Just great time with perfect friends, in a perfect school, in a perfect city. Since I got back home 3 days ago, everything in my life seems empty, boring, and worthless. The day I got back, I said a lot of nice things to the girl that hosted me, and I thanked her for the perfect week she gave me. She thanked me back and said some nice things too. When I was about to go, I hugged her 3 times. I was very emotional at that moment, and I even cried sometimes during the travel. I really felt like that place was my right home, and like I knew that people since years, like they were the right people for me. I felt like my dream life was forcefully taken away from me, leaving me with nothing but nostalgia, sadness, and frustration for not having a life like that. Everything I did that was even a bit funny or entertaining is really sad and boring now that I know what real happiness is. The only thing I have left of that life, it's her. But sadly, she's always really busy. She has school sometimes even until 7 p.m. and she goes to sleep really early. She also doesn't use her phone so much by herself, so it's really hard to talk to her by message. I told her that I don't really like my life and that Erasmus was kind of a way to escape for me, and she told me that if I needed to escape, I could always text her by herself. She's really kind and open to talk with me, but it looks like she just doesn't have time to do that. She answers after some hours with really short answers. Not like she doesn't care, but that she just can't spend too much time. She's the only person that can make me feel in that way again, and I would just like to spend more time with her so that I can feel that happiness again. And more frequently, it's like nothing else can make me feel that way anymore. In real life, she's really talkative. She can even talk for 2 hours straight, and I loved listening to her, but she isn't like that truff messages. Sadly, I would just like to spend more time with her, to be even a bit happy again. Lots of people could think that I just love her, but I think that I was accepted for the first time from a group of people that made me feel really happy. And like I was home, it's that experience that I love, and she was a big part of that experience. What could I do to spend more time with her?